So y'all, I'm gonna do some prawn stir fry. I got the ingredients down here on top of the stove. First, I'm gonna start with the chicken chipolatas. I got the oven preheated. Dying here. And I'm gonna preheat these up. In the meantime, between time, I'm gonna start some long grain rice and we're gonna get it started. Let's get it, yeah. Everything's gonna get hit with the liquid gold, of course. That, extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna do some quinoa and some rice because my wife loves quinoa. I actually like quinoa. I think quinoa is good, y'all. And I'm gonna add a little of this cold pressed rapeseed oil, which in the States I think it's called canola oil. Come from the same plant. And the only reason I do this is because olive oil has a low smoke point. That means you get a lot of smoke for no reason. And I don't want to have all that. And for all you people think I use too much fat, you know what? Olive oil is a good fat. You need to eat fat. You just don't cut fat out. Fat is actually good for you. Just eating crap tons of it is bad. Now let's get these chicken chipolatas in. We're going to make an incision on it. Oh, I cut through some of it. It's all good in the hood. And roll them in there. We just gonna bake them. Keep it simple. No pork on the fork tonight. There's gonna be some prawns and chipolatas, and I'm gonna chop up some mushrooms in a minute. We're gonna pop these in the oven and let them slowly roast. I'm about to chop up this ginger. I want a little ginger in there. Yes, sir. I want it to taste like a stir fry, not just like stir fry on the back, because ain't no ginger or spring onions in there. That should be a crime against humanity. Playing with my emotions, y'all. Just playing with me. I was back chopping it up, literally chopping the ginger up. And I'm putting all 3 pots and pans, or whatever you want to call them, because I'm the man. Anyway, get in the oil first, so the oil infuses with the flavor of ginger, and it cooks right down, because I don't like big chunks of ginger in my cooking. It's unpleasant. And I like when it cooks down, it gets sweet and savory and all that goodness. Ginger kind of remind me of lemon. You know what I'm saying? Like, does it remind you of lemon? It reminds me of lemon. There's a lemon aspect to it, which I might add a little lemon to this. Just bear with me. I'm not a professional here. That's why it's taking so long to chop all this ginger up. If I was a chef, probably would have been done, but I'd be broke, and I'd probably still be making videos. Yeah, and I'm gonna give it a smash. Just get the juices out. Get the juices out. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. The aroma. Oh, it just smells amazing. Ginger everywhere. Now it's time to add them spring onions. Well, actually, I'm gonna put a regular onion in there because I don't think there's any onions in that stir fry mix. There's like some cabbage, some carrots, some green beans, which is awesome. Those are all good. All those ingredients are fantastic. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's a bit hot and heavy, a bit too much. I want to add some mushrooms. Yeah. So while that's heating up, getting a bit aggressive over there. Add these mushrooms in there. See, I told you I'm not professional. Look how sloppy I am here. Look how sloppy your boy is. Look at that. That's terrible chopping. I'm going to bring the temperature down on the oil. We're going to add these mushrooms. We're going to add a little bit at a time. I don't believe there's any mushrooms in there, y'all. We're going to turn it all the way down. It smells like a baked ginger cake up in here. Like, it smells like gingerbread. For real. It smells sweet. That in. The gingerbread man goes as fast as he can. Into the candy man. Who sung that? Sammy Davis, wasn't it? The first time I heard that song, I was at work at Romeo. I was like, this has got to be the corniest song I've ever heard in my life. I didn't know he was that corny. I knew he was popular, but I didn't know Sammy Davis was a cornball. Did not know that. I now know that. But this happened 10, 12 years ago. That's when I discovered Sammy Davis had to have been the corniest black man on planet Earth. For sure. Hands down. No competition. Yo, give me the money. Don't that sound terrible? That's how he sounded. For real. Chopping mushrooms up and putting them in the frying pan. The cooking man can. That is terrible. That is awful. That's why I'm not a singer. Obviously, I'm not a chef either. Hell yeah. You know how sometimes people do these cooking channels, they're so organized and everything's so perfect, but I'm here to tell you I'm none of that. Absolutely none of that. And you know what? You're seeing how I cook. Sometimes it's just good to be chaotic when you're cooking. I know that sounds crazy, but some of my best stuff come out when I'm being chaotic. You know, everybody, you got to be organized, you got to do it. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm going to turn these off because they're going to overcook that ginger. Take them off the heat. It's done its job. They've been in that heat. I don't want to burn up the ginger. We'll get back to that later. That oil's going to be nice and gingery for the rice and the quinoa. Quinoa. We'll let these mushrooms fry up. Actually, we're not going to just let them fry up. I turned it down. It's a bit out of control. I got it on one. So I can chop up some more vegetables like some onions, some garlic, and also some spring onions. Let's get it. We get this beautiful red onion in. We're going to slice and dice. Get it out of there. Get out of my way. I love this knife. I need to sharpen it, to be honest. It's starting to go dull. Definitely starting to go dull. I'm just being lazy. And I haven't been cooking as much. I've been working a lot more hours, so sometimes, you know, you got to get that money. And unless I start getting paid with this stuff, you got to go get that money from somewhere. It ain't falling out of the trees. You can't pick it. I guess if you sow crops, yeah, money don't grow on trees. You get my point. It don't grow on trees. All right? It's a fantasy. We're going to get these red onions in there, and then I got some spring onions to come up next. A quick chop, 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 chop. Good to go. They can go throwing it up. Just throw that in the pan. Yes, bam, bam. On to the spring onion. Time to get on these spring onions. I love doing this. It makes you feel like I know what I'm doing. I know I don't. And you probably do too. Bam, cut that end off. We don't need none of that. None of that, y'all. And we gonna hop to chop, chop. Yeah, get the spring onions chopped up nice. We gonna hook them up. Can you see that? You see that? I hate when they roll away. It gets on my last nerve. Spring onions always do this crap. They always roll away and they go like on the floor or just on the hub or just somewhere random, bro. I don't want to see all that. I want my spring onions to sit on my freaking chopping board, man. Piss me off, dude. Look at that. What's it doing over there? For real? There's one over here too. Man, I can't cook like this. In the pan. And one went down the side of the... This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Exactly, precisely what I'm talking about when you chop spring onion. It's like chopping freaking carrots. Same thing. They roll everywhere. I don't know how they do it when they chopping up the carrots and they stay where they cut them. They must have something on that surface, man. I don't believe it. A little seasoning. We're going to add some of that pepe. Just a little bit. It's phase one. That's what I'm calling phase one. I got to turn it up. I turned it down too low, y'all. And we got some of this smoked paprika because I just love smoked paprika. It goes better. Can you see it? My bad. Where's the camera at? There it is. Here we go. Smoked paprika. Let's get it. Let's get it. Eyes coming out now. Come out, man. Turn around. Really? Really? There we go. And I want to hit it with that pepper like cayenne. There we go. Cayenne pepper. We'll get that in there like swimwear. Want it to be a little bit spicy. Yeah, that's enough. All right. While that's going on a medium-low heat, I'm going to chop up this onion for I can't think of the name of them, the quinoa and the rice. I was going to do some brown rice, but I ain't got a lot of time. Brown rice take twice as long to cook, so we're just going to go with some white rice. It's all long grain, easy cook, so we're talking about 15 minutes at the most. So it should be good to go, y'all. I'm just going to chop these real quick. Favorite pastime. I think I chop slow. When I watch the videos, I'm actually alright. Tell I've been doing it a while. Not the best though, and I'm really impressed with them chefs. They just be like like a machine. And I think, have they ever lost a finger and had it sewed back on? You know what I mean? Like, so what are you chopping? They must have missed before. You know what I mean? I don't chop that fast because just for obvious reasons. I want to keep my fingers. You know. Had a few incidents with knives, you know, in the kitchen. Then we're gonna put those in the pots for the rice and the quinoa. Now it's time for the secret ingredient: garlic. Not much of a secret, but you get my point. A lot of still onions on here. Don't know what I'm doing. Still onions on there. Really? Stuck to the knife, aren't they? Over here, everywhere. This is just everywhere, y'all. Bro, let's chop this off the bottom. Yeah. Now it's staying up for some reason. I have no idea why. Get the skins out. Yeah. And this is gonna go on each one. And it broke up just how I wanted it, sort of. It's good for me. See? Oi! 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 Okay. There we go. Smash it. All of it. There we go. That's better. Now I gotta peel the skin off. It'll be easy. Let's find out. Easy money. Look at that. Just come right off. Come right off. Easy money. Easy money. But I watched this one Chinese chef. He smashed the knife down and just like shattered the garlic. Didn't even have to chop it. That's skill. That is skill. I was impressed with that. Here we go. I'm okay with this. Used to doing it this way. It's easier, so chop these on up. Not a professional here. Again, you're watching an amateur in action. It's your boy, Sis Tizzle. Chopping the garlizzle for shizzle. And we're going to make some stir frizzle. It's going to be easy for sheezy. Let's go chop it all. We're going to go across. Exactly. I'm not a professional here. Just going through it. Mention it like I think I know what I'm doing. And it's going to go 3 ways. In the pan and the 2 pots. That's good enough for me. Light work. I had it divided 3 ways. A large amount in the pan. Small amount in the pots. Already divided up. Already organized. We good to go. We're going to stir that all around and make it happen. Like so, bro. Check it out. It's smelling divine. I ain't got to the salt yet, of course. I will get to the salt. But I always like to wait till near the end when you're tasting stuff. I'll put a little bit in now, but in the end is when you really you'll find out how well it's seasoned. Because you never want to go too hard on the salt because 1, blood pressure, which is the main thing, and 2, it could just taste like salt.